The reason why we always tell people that love is a decision is because, a decision you make, when you make a decision on a particular person, you have forsaken all others. So even if, for example, you decide to marry a young girl that is dark in complexion, that is not a graduate, that is not tall, and you say, this is the person I want to marry, I love her, that decision you have made to choose her among every other woman that you have come across, that you will come across, that is the love, that's the decision. That's what we always equate love with decision. What it means is that even if in future you see a more prettier girl, more educated, a person that is better in shape and in form, you have taken a decision to love her. You have taken a decision to love her above all else. Even when you're at the altar trying to exchange your vow, the priest conducting the marriage always say, you have chosen this person above all other person. That is the decision we're talking about, and that is the ultimate love. Yeah, I always tell people that love is not always enough, because a lot of people they equate love to feeling, and I tell people that love is not feeling. Love, in fact, people can't even differentiate between love and lust, and most people can't even differentiate between love and passion. What people call love most of the time is passion, and sometimes that passion is not steady. That passion, the heat of it, the tempo, the degree of passion in marriage, it comes down as the year goes by, as the couple get used to themselves, the children come, and issues come, misunderstanding, they resolve it, and come, that passion, that degree of passion keep coming down. Even the love that people always think is feeling is not always the same in tempo. Sometimes it calm down. You need to keep looking for a way to redefine it, to refresh it, and to make sure it is burning between two of you. Yes, love is a decision you take. Out of so many decisions, so many choices you have of who to marry, when you decide to marry a man, decide to marry a woman, that woman you have decided to marry is the decision you have made. When I tell people, I say, I love this woman so much, I'm passionate about her, because they always equate it with feeling. And I tell them that, do you know that you can love the wrong person? They say, how? I say, okay, let me give you an example in the Bible. Samson was a young man that was full of life, but he loved the wrong person. The person you're loving, the fact that you love the person doesn't make the person the right person for you. Samson loved Delilah. The Bible said he went down and he saw a woman by the name Delilah, and that woman is a harlot. He loved that woman. The fact that he loved that woman did not make that woman the right person. So love is not always enough. There are other things you consider that makes the marriage to last, that make the marriage be blissful, that make both of you to enjoy the marriage, which we're going to enumerate and discuss briefly. So going back to our topic, love is not always enough. It's not always enough to base your decision on love. You need to learn how to tolerate. If you're a person, you're a spouse or you will be spouse, and you don't know how to tolerate, you're going to have issue in marriage. You need to learn how to tolerate. Everybody cannot be like you. They can't have your high standard. You might be a perfectionist, and the person you're married is not a perfectionist. But the person might be a sanguine that takes everything carefree and very cheerful, and you are a perfectionist, all tight. So you need to learn how to tolerate. You need to learn how to manage emotion. Don't be a person that cannot control his emotion. If you say you love a person and you have decided to marry this person, stick to that person for life, you also need to say, yes, as I'm going to get married to this person, I need to learn how to control my emotion. I should not allow my emotion fly off the handle. I need to also learn how to manage money. If you're a person that you spend anyhow, you're not careful with money, it will be an issue. Money is always an issue in marriage if it's not properly handled. So you need to learn. You equally need to learn communication skill. Most misunderstanding in marriage stems from lack of proper communication skill. Know how to talk to your spouse to get through to your spouse. There's a way you talk to a man, you hit his ego and he doesn't respond well to you. There's a way you talk to a woman who is touchy. You talk to her and she reclines and go back to her shell. So you need to learn proper communication skill. You also need to learn how to handle misunderstanding in marriage objectively and not subjectively. When you are doing it objectively, that means you're taking it the way it is without looking at the person involved. But it's my wife now. In fact, I can talk to anyhow, I can behave to anyhow. It's my husband now. I'm used to my husband. I'm over familiar with my husband. No. Every misunderstanding in marriage should be handled objectively and not subjectively. You need to know what makes a man or a woman tick. The way a woman reacts to some issues is not how a man reacts. Our reactions when it comes to sex in marriage matters a lot. It's very important. Most broken homes today involve a man and a woman that were once very, very much in love with themselves. But today, things are no longer the same because maybe they were not prepared or had adequate knowledge of what can make marriage work. They only depended on the love. I'm in love. I love him. I can't sleep without hearing from him. I can't even sleep without seeing him, chatting with him, talking on WhatsApp when we were cutting and now we are married. Why are things changing? I used to love this man so much because so many things were taken for granted. So many building blocks in marriage were not taken serious. We're thinking the love was enough to carry them. No, like I said, you have to learn the what makes marriage work, the principles that hinges on the principles that God has given us that makes marriage work. You need to learn how to forgive. Offenses will come. You need to learn how to forgive. Broken trust will come. You will trust your spouse so much and they will break that trust. Unfaithfulness sometimes can creep in. Are you ready to forgive and let the marriage continue? All these things are very, very important. There's something I mustn't fail to point out in this video. Never get to the level of getting over familiar with your spouse. Avoid the danger of over familiarity. Go and check one of my video about the dangers of over familiarity with your spouse. Check my video, you'll see something like that. Listen to that video, it will bless you. Don't get too used to them. Women change easily. After childbirth, her breast is no longer standing, her hip and her waistline is no longer, in fact, flesh has added, and you feel that she has changed so much. In fact, sometimes some men start calling them Mama Nkechi or start calling them Mama Clara. You forget that dream girl they used to be, that pet name, my love, my one and only, my treasure. Please, even though they have changed, still love them. They are still that same girl you used to know. Even though the man is changing, he's adding flesh, his pot belly is coming. Just try your best to keep him trim. Work on yourself so you don't change so much in figure. And you as a wife, even though if your shape is changing as a result of childbirth, don't relax and say it's normal, it's natural. Work on yourself. Me, I work on myself too. I would have been bigger than this if not I'm working on myself. In fact, I reduce my calorie intake. I reduce my level of carbohydrate I take. I try my best to look as good, as beautiful, and as attractive as my husband used to know me. I make sure that my husband keep wooing and running after me. If you come to a level where your husband does not run after you, doesn't see you and chase you and pursue you, seriously something is wrong. And you as a man, please do some exercise. Don't allow the pot belly come. I've seen some young boys, 35, I see pot belly trying to show up. Why? Work on yourself. If you work on yourself, there will be a difference. You may not be that same young, trim young man that you used to know, but there will be a difference. You won't be looking flappy and loose. Your muscle will be still packed together. So please work on yourself. Very, very important. All right, thank you for staying tuned to me. I've come to the end of this beautiful video. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to comment. Drop your comments, drop your question on the comment section. I only take my time to go through it and compile every questions that I'm being asked. And once in a while, we do question and answer to handle this question. Don't forget to share my video. If you're a new subscriber, just click that subscribe button and click that subscription bell that is black so that you get all the notification of my new upload of videos. Thank you for what you are making to happen for me. Like I keep saying, stay with me on this channel. Stay with me, your family, and you are the reason why I am doing well. You are the reason why I'm succeeding. Thank you so much. I'm not taking your patronage for granted. I appreciate you. I pray that God bless you. In anything you're doing, God bless you. What you make happen for me, God will make happen for you. Thank you.